First, let's meet the world number 2, the Line Hard, WANG CHUQIN from China. And the next, the world number 1, the Stone, LIN from China.
Stone Cold SHIDONG, a nickname that has been around for a while that we don't use on the air too much because, well, his name sounds a lot like the Chinese word for stone, 石头. So, a man who's solid like a rock, the world number 1. He's the smaller of the two, but he's a very well-balanced, powerful, right-handed player. And he's also the star of the sitcom that the table tennis world has enjoyed for months on end now and is still very... Actually a player herself with medium pips on her backhand, little fun fact for you, will be officiating the final match of this event, one that seems quite unpredictable.
Black for Wang. Black. Winner of toss, choose receive.
So the coin has been tossed, they'll have a 2-minute warm-up, and we'll have a chance to take you in our DeLorean for a little look back to the past, when LIN SHIDONG played in the semifinals at the WTT Champions Macau 2024. This, for me, was the next level. He had already won, what, a contender and a star contender. But then he comes out here and beats the world number 1. That far off.
That's right.
LIN to serve.
Here we go, though.
Lawful.
So this is it, the final match of an incredible week to a packed stadium in Chongqing. And it's the world number 1 Stone, LIN SHIDONG, to serve it all. Little break off the top of the net, some fortune for the man 100 points behind. World rankings, that's just breathing on the back of the neck.
That's a great style from WANG CHUQIN, the straightest arm in the Chinese men's A team.
Just watching the little biopic that WTT produced that you and I had a chance to make our appearance in, and it's quite a story with the WANG CHUQIN story. It rarely comes back. They're so different in their style of strokes too.
Yeah, LIN SHIDONG just a little bit more tucked with the forehand, it seems. Incredible backhand, maybe the best backhand in the world, LIN SHIDONG. Couldn't get that one back though.
And the forehand of WANG CHUQIN driving this vehicle right now. He's finding
Close start against WANG CHUQIN earlier.
Didn't seem to stop him.
1-4.
No.
For me, I like this. If I'm on LIN SHIDONG's bench, the tactic is right. Serve a little shorter, follow your serve, get your shot in. This is the first rally, it feels like, in some time, where he's actually taken a quality opening shot. He just didn't manage to execute the way he had intended.
Yep, that's right. Had his chance there. Just fell short.
A little reminder for the players, him himself, that there are a lot of ways to win a point, and it doesn't have to be with your explosive power.
Pendulum serve. His classic serve. He also brings out that shovel as well to dig in.
Surprise upon the net.
Tremendous giveaway with this ball motion. So the last split second comes through that. Great pace on it. Relentless. Absolutely WANG CHUQIN Haramoto. Haramoto didn't look to play badly at all, Adam.
LIN SHIDONG, the more balanced of the two players, but felt like just sort of trapped in that rally. Not here. Quick escaper. He's going to be in some real trouble here, but he holds his ground and just rips that ball.
Yeah, that was key. Wasn't obvious to us whether there was any giveaway.
Soft hands once again, a 2-point ball game at the towel break. You mentioned slow start earlier on. And it has been, again, on the air, the SHIDONG show, since just after explosive player in the game. This goes to show you, again, versatility. And that at this level, it's really a thinker's game. Catches the edge, but the speed and the short side to not even move, really? How are you guys not impressed? Wang Hao, if this is 2005 and this happened, I imagine you'd get a reaction on the other side of the table from Wang Hao.
Man, stone cold.
Wow. Wow. And it is now 5 game points. I'm going to check in with that group. I'm going to check in with the Chinese coaches just here and there after some magical points. Thanks in advance production team. Can't wait to see the faces there. 5 game points, WANG CHUQIN. And the touch shot begs the flick. 11-5, a dominant start. He just cleans his racket. Business as usual model and how he behaves. The focus, the tunnel vision. That's what he has out here. He's got 10,000 fans.
With you, every moment just me.
From him. He's also 5 years younger than WANG CHUQIN and took over the world #1 spot. ET era, yes. In modern records, yes. So let's say 2000 and after.
Incredible.
Yeah. On the spin game. I recently saw the WTT and TTD post about WANG CHUQIN building his favorite player, and very casually when they asked him service, he said me.
Yeah, I like that.
Me too.
Nice and cavalier. And he actually praised Lin SHIDONG, saying he'd take his backhand any day of the week.
This for me, yeah. I'm happy, I've worked hard. And compliments to my opponent, save face.
He even chose more guard for celebration.
I like that. Both of the LeBron brothers for their personality. Either.
Yeah.
Both are good.
2-3.
Bit of extra spin on this one, Lin SHIDONG. Just 1 point in front, but after the scoreline last game, he's going to have to look to get a much earlier start.
Let.
I like that he watches that all the way, takes that extra moment. I think anyone who's ever played competitively at a club knows someone who will do that just to say, okay, I'm going to study and make sure I know exactly what you just served me.
Frighteningly good from Lin SHIDONG. This is his trademark.
Yeah, heavy spin comes in. Footwork tested, but the lob, it is not over. Heavy spin and not an easy ball. Look how far behind the table he is. He caught the edge. He caught the edge for the escape. Oh, you want to see the rally continue. Yuan knows what it's like to be on the other side of this. The racket's turned around for the springy side out. Now he's back to the spin because that's how far away he was. He needed that top spin from the black.
But again, Lin SHIDONG back there. So strong.
All bit of wise. And so he committed to stepping around once more. And in that, Lin SHIDONG already had his plan. Now. So fast.
Striking there. Playing that parallel, good recovery from WANG CHUQIN. That one too hot to handle.
The difference, the smoothness of the forehand compared to how much effort, explosiveness in the backhand, it's quite shocking. It just goes to show you how fearless he is when it comes to taking a backhand.
All the fans just pointing her out. So intimidating.
Her, not me, her. Although that narrowed it down. Otherwise, anyway, good times. Players really quick to call it out because it is just such a good atmosphere in terms of the lighting. All lights on the stage.
Beautiful forehand here from Lin SHIDONG. That exaggerated after motion. Thinking about where you want to finish the stroke upon the point of contact can help you create better quality. Good momentum for the world #1.
There it is, 6 of the last 8 points. Chuqin. Man, the king of the jungle, Lionheart out here, just shredding that chop block as an appetizer. That was a wonderful chop block.
Beautiful. And an interesting little kick-up touch there from Lin Shidong. See Ugo Calderano doing that. It's like a forehand touch, but a top spin one, a little more from beneath the ball.
And this time inside the table, the score reversal, at least from game number one. Quality opening backhand. Doesn't cross the line. His racket does, which of course he's allowed to, but he's not overcommitting. Like this from Wang Chuqin. Some of the best in the world here, and he came close earlier. That edge ball for Wang Chuqin, one fishing shot. Not sky lobs, just fishing, a little bit above head height. And getting ready to turn for the forehand. This time, his timing is right. Inside out attempted by Lin Shidong. Tongue out, gotta love it. A good deep push here to set up 4 game points to get his first. Oh, right down the line, ski ball, skirts it, skates it, and rail slides it past. So 11-6, almost as dominant as the game that was imposed on him in the first game. This is really, so far, all we hope for in terms of quality of rally. We can only hope that it goes 7.
Yeah, unbelievable. The fans getting every penny's worth of their tickets here.
So Stone, Shito, Lin Shidong starting off with the serves here and the momentum after winning game 2. They've each managed to surprise each other with a big parallel shot here and there. Feels like a tug of war. Both showing their defensive skills along with the offensive that they're trying to employ early on. But here breaking both serves, Wang Chuqin on receive, doing a wonderful job to get a head start. Oh, down the line, it sits up. You want to see the rally continue, and it did for quite some time considering all the net involved.
Yeah, an incredible rally. This forehand is just imperious. At that time, not helping him out.
The point before this, I just paired with the memory of that biopic we just saw where Wang Chuqin was a sick, unhealthy kid. Get him stronger, and look at him now. So physically fit, so fast. He's everywhere he needs to be. We've seen videos of him in the training hall doing band exercises the last moment before his match. Point dropped yet for the world number 2.
Lin, love 5.
Service toss not vertical enough. Nearly vertical, no more than 30 degrees. Off of straight up.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? How he contorts his body. Such a physically taxing style as well, Wang Chuqin. He seems to go for broke in most of his shots and still has to recover. It's amazing.
24 years old, and already the strength, the skill. He spent the majority of the last year and a half. It was his world number 1. It's just so inspiring. This is a challenge, and he took it.
Imagine if he would have said no.
1-7.
You know, these little things that made a difference, the butterfly effect.
Success. Quite heavily Wang Chuqin's in terms of head-to-head there. 52.5.
I've barely seen this high
Question of verticality. People have asked me about Dino's tomahawk serve. People who are very intelligent people, they're like, he ends up 5 feet away. How is this nearly vertical? And I'm like, because you're comparing it to how high it goes. That's what it is. It's the side of the table. You end up on the left side of the table by the time you contact it if you toss it high enough.
That's a good point.
Thanks. Speaking of good points, 4 in a row for Lin Shidong.
Net. 7-4.
I love it. I love it. This is the future of the sport. Give it a little bit of time. This will change. just to clarify, was to respond to the 7 straight points for Wang Chuqin. There are a lot of rules in the sport, and the sport is very nuanced, not always easy to enforce. My hope is that there will be technology to make it easier to enforce visibility on the serve, and I wouldn't be surprised if it happens.
I'm completely with you there.
Good pressure down the middle, Wang Chuqin. 2 big points out of it. That was the 8th. It's been a long time. 1st and 6.
A nice bit of respite for Wang Chuqin. Guarantee at least a 2-point cushion with that forehand. Great rally.
Right down the line as quick as can be. The touch.
The forehand from middle was unusual. I love this. Oh, wow.
Yeah, like an inside-out little brushing flick. It actually reminded me of Timo's drop shot against Chen Wei-Xing.
Austrian Open.
There you go. Game number 3 still open, but getting close to closed. 5 game points for a 2-1 lead. The side of the table that's been dominant every game, the side Wang Chuqin is on now. Oh, a Stonehenge over here. Didn't move. Held his ground, this block. This is wisdom. Look, even a casual backhand opening.
Jeez, the minerals. Look at how cavalier that last backhand was. Didn't move a muscle.
Channeling his inner Koki Niwa.
7,
Channeling on power. I was just thinking about the comeback. You score 7 straight points in a game to respond to being beaten 11-6. And your opponent gets 5 in a row. 11-7. They just keep getting closer slowly. Will there be time? Interesting pattern here. If you tied Yarn to the scoreline right now and create a God's eye on the scoreboard, we'll see.
Every day is shining bright. In your eyes I see the light. Laugh and dance through the night. Can't believe this feels so right. Love with you feels like a dream.
Pocket. Wang to serve. Level.
Back for game number 4, Wang Chuqin blowing on that racket hand to keep it cool for the grip. Drying the other hand to make sure he doesn't get the ball wet on the toss.
Clever play from Wang Chuqin. He knows Lin Shidong's gained that advantageous position at the table. Plays with additional spin. Getting a bit more dwell when further back there and pinning it to the middle.
Yeah, rare for us to see Lin Shidong in that position. Drop right after. Same scoreline start, except this time on the serve for Wang
Silence,
Chuqin.
please. Love 2.
Again, if you're just tuning in, nothing superstitious about touching the table, just drying their hand between towel breaks, which come up every 6 points. Oh, you want to see him get it back. He was backpedaling. He was fooled, it seemed, on the serve.
Yeah, incredible.
Love 3.
Look at this here.
It's going the other way.
And what a backhand. Leaping.
That's scary good. How did it even land to come back to the backhand corner?
How do you stop Wang Chuqin from...
He was last game at the start, but that feeling's the same.
So collected with that block as well.
Became world #1 and it was quite brief, but he made his stay, much longer stay in that spot. With just a little bit of time, and here I think was himself. Just talking to himself. The briefest of moments he holds up for a moment. Take a look. Interesting. I think this is where I'm going to play to shut down that option. In a world that the opponent can't exploit an opening where you're not covered. So Much closer than last game. Lin SHIDONG making his comeback earlier.
No way.
Incredible defense. He does a 360 and it comes down. Still in it. Oh, the lobs. You want to see this point go as long as it possibly can. The first two shots look like they should have won the point, and he managed to spin them back somehow.
360 lob, incredible.
The flare on the world number one. 19. There. It's been a while since he's used that shot. Early to the wide forehand can be effective against a lot of left-handed players. Power to forehands in this rally. Whether it was traction or whatnot, but it seems like he's playing an even better match out here in terms of control and power.
Literally, about to say that myself. He's zooming shots.
Play on.
How do you stop Wang CHUQIN in this kind of mood? Looks could kill.
Good follow there. Anders Lind talked about it very openly on his channel on YouTube. A nice spin with the backhand, not a kill shot, just positioning and placement. Confidence in a 4-point lead. On receive, 2 big points to come for Lin SHIDONG.
Let 5-9.
Completely unbothered.
5-10.
He didn't even shift towards that backhand half. He stayed where he was. It's unbelievable, the balance.
An unbalanced scoreboard with 5 game points.
Love with you. Feel so true. Feel so new. Love with you. Love with you. Every moment just me and you.
See, Wang CHUQIN right now, definitely a man on a mission. Lionheart, 11-7, 11-5. And he needs one more game to take the title. Game 5 after this.
Every day shining bright. In your eyes I see the light. Laugh and dance through the night. Can't believe this feels so right.
Game number 5 could be the last if Lin SHIDONG doesn't have something to say about it. He's got the serves to start it off, trailing 1-3. Quick point for Wang CHUQIN. Ooh, fault.
Oh, salt in the wounds.
It's not easy when it happens, especially after you just served off the table. But Wang CHUQIN has to worry about the same. And a timeout here for Lin SHIDONG because he's going to have to regroup. Took some risky serves, but this is when a player does push the envelope. When they're in trouble. How much can I get away doing what the umpire is supposed to do? Oh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, from this angle, that's like, if you don't call that, why do you have a job?
Yeah, man. That is invisible.
This is perfect.
That upsets people, isn't it?
Tough to know, tough to know. A lot of things upset a lot of people, but all I'll say is they're both going to have to watch out in this match. They've both been warned, and one of them has been faulted now. And fair and square, we love watching them play. They're the 2 best in the world.
Let 2 love.
But fair and square is how they're going to have to play the rest of this match. Little bit of the top of the net on the way over. It's all part of the game as Wang CHUQIN takes the first point out of his opponent. What a response. Baseline serve ball counters it back.
I haven't seen the Wang CHUQIN backhand so aggressive. It's such a full stroke. Like this in quite a while. I mean, look, over the years it's been the forehand orientated players, the forehand dominant players that have been the history makers, the trailblazers. Lin SHIDONG a little bit different in that sense, can disrupt things.
Inside the baseline, springs forward, the in and out game. He recognizes it so quickly. It's not an easy ball to play. Might have been Shito.
Murderous.
When that foot comes up like that, the stomp that follows that big forehand, it's dangerous. And the short side, oh, that wraparound is so iconic.
Impending doom.
12 of the last 16 points with flair. Man who's known for his style when he's off the table.
It's like if the base of the table...
Long way to go still. 2-6 down. Ooh.
2-6.
Can you imagine?
3-6.
It's funny. I think in some senses, and also the verticality was good, right? No problem. But just trying something new. You've got a memory, what you're used to doing, it's no longer maybe okay. Just in the sense that you're
2 empty serves.
Good way. Take a little spin off to set up a third ball. As wide as can be. Bread and butter. The step around hits the inside of the ball and makes it go out of reach.
Just squeezing and squeezing like a boa constrictor. That was an irregular transition to make. From forehand wide to forehand from backhand. Basically playing 3.4 hands mid-rally.
Hit it right on the line, too. Speed, power, control, they've got it all.
Table tennis get any better?
Man, it just keeps improving. Whether it's the technique, the physicality of the players, the training, the equipment, all of it. I don't know. Step around, the leap and the lunge, his transition of weight, and that full arm stroke that we talk about so much. Soft hands there. Look at the power, the determination in that shot.
Yeah, nice forehand there from SHIDONG. Still in this here, world number 1.
Championship points. Wang CHUQIN, the man of the WTT era.
Wow, looks like the YINGSHA fans are going to have a bit of dessert after their hot pot tonight.
Let 6-10.
And Wang CHUQIN, congratulations, Lionheart. World number 1 missed you, and world number 1 has been defeated at the hands of world number 2, at least until the new ratings come out Tuesday. And a hard up to the lights in the stadium and the fans in the 5th section, the nosebleed seats. Everyone bought their ticket, came from all over the world, all parts of China included, to watch this man become champion. With the woman who became the women's singles champion as well, the French fries, the Xiutiao in the crowd are going to be absolutely thrilled with the results here today. Dominates the first game, gets dominated in the second, says no more. I've got 5 years on you, you will rise, no doubt about it. But this is my time. Congratulations, Wang CHUQIN Lionheart, on setting this stadium on fire and taking 60,000 to go with it. And that number 1 spot in the world back, I imagine, on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think he'll be back in number 1 spot. Congratulations to Wang CHUQIN. You mentioned that biopic. He said he wanted to be Long in terms of the respect the fans and players have towards him. He was humble all the way through, pedal to the metal, went to the grindstone, and the coaches can't help but show their emotion there. You cannot say this wasn't deserved. No one even got close to him games-wise here in Chongqing.
Well, a man who focused from start to the very finish, 50-34 after 39 minutes of play. 7-0, that's his longest streak. He started off that game before the comeback on the other side. Serves nearly 20% better than LIN.